Mum, it's your birthday. How you feeling?
Great, just great.
Happy birthday to you! What's up everyone? My name is Mark Leruste and I'm the founder and host of The Unconventionalists, and I wanted to take a little bit of time today to explain to you a little bit about what's been going on this channel. And the truth is that over the last, I want to say 4 or 5 months, one of my biggest focus and priorities has been my upcoming TEDx talk in Cardiff on the 22nd of April. I could have never imagined how much headspace and how much stress would have come with the idea of actually stepping on stage in front of hundreds of people and to share one idea. As a result, what I've come to realize recently is that it's really, really difficult to try and focus on multiple things at the same time. I know you might say it's obvious, but between trying to grow my YouTube channel, trying to grow my podcast, trying to focus on preparing and delivering this TEDx talk, while at the same time trying to actually grow my business as I quit my full-time job about a year ago, almost to the day it'll be on the day that I step on stage in Cardiff, it's really hard. It's really, really hard. In fact, you pretty much cannot focus on so many different things and be successful in any of them. And I think that's one of the hardest things to come to realize. On top of that, I also deliver classes, at the likes of General Assembly and do workshops in companies and coach people. It's just been a lot. And so as a result, what I've been doing is I've been rushing every single week to try and get a video out or try and get something out, and it has not been strategic at all. So you've probably been looking at the videos thinking, this is really strange. From one week to the next, the production quality changes, the content changes. So I just want to say thank you for sticking around, and also if you're new to this channel, for subscribing. I'm really grateful for that. And one of the big themes that I'm learning over the last couple of weeks, I've been doing quite a lot of talks and workshops, whether that was at Google Campus, where we work with Startup Direct. And it's been this fascinating journey of speaking to so many people out there who feel like they're a little bit stuck, or they're a little bit overwhelmed, or they're not quite sure why they're not getting the momentum or the engagement of their potential customers as much as they'd like to. On top of everything that I've listed previously, I'm launching on the 26th of April my first accelerator. It's an online 10-week accelerator program for 10 people where I'm going to be helping people to try and step into the spotlight. It sounds a bit weird, but one of the things I've learned over the last, I want to say, 5 years of working with hundreds of people is that a lot of people who are really passionate about what they do tend to fear or be afraid of stepping in the spotlight and putting themselves out there. On top of that, you add the confusion around what their message is, and they feel like what they do most of the time is confusing people rather than getting people super excited about what they do. And so I want to bring what I've learned over the last 10 years of working for companies like INSEAD or the Moment Foundation, and to try and teach what I've learned of what it takes to get people excited about what you do so they engage what you have to say or what you have to sell. And over 10 weeks, I'm going to be taking 10 people on this intensive course, and that's really, really exciting. But the other thing that's really scary is that I'm launching it at the same time with all of this stuff. And there's a side of me that wants to tell you how amazing it is and trying to sell it to you so that you go over my website, you sign up and big it up and make it sound amazing. But that would do disservice to what this channel is all about. And what this is all about is the honest truth of what it's really like to turn your passion into a business. I think there's so much out there already to try and inflate the journey, to try and make it sound like it's the best thing in the world that's ever happened to you, that the only way to be happy, fulfilled, and free is to start your business. But the reality is very different. And in fact, I'll be talking about this, some of it, in my TEDx talk next week. So I'm not going to go down that road. I'm going to tell you it's hard, it's tough. There's 6 people who have currently expressed their interest. I think 4 or 5 at the moment have actually paid their tuition fees. So there's about 5 spots left. And hopefully I'll get those 5 spots filled out, and then we'll have a full class of 10 people. But maybe that won't happen. And what I'm saying is that's okay, because we've got to try and put things out there. We've got to be able to be willing to fail, and we've got to be willing to put our neck on the board so that we can try and do something that we really like. And sometimes I feel like we are afraid of sharing those moments with other people, because if we share those moments with other people, then maybe we won't be lovable or likable. And that's simply not true. In fact, I find that the most often than none, when I open up and I share the moments that are wobbly or the difficult moments or the vulnerable moments, then that's when people actually can relate most to, because it makes us human, or it makes me human. So I wanted to take this time. Today's my mum's birthday, so I've come over to come visit them in France. It's the 15th of April today, and we've got a little surprise for my mum, so hopefully she'll be super excited about the surprise. But I just felt like I wanted to take some time, which I haven't done in a while, to sit down with you just to explain a little bit about what's been going on and explain why the consistency of the channel or the content hasn't been as rigorous as maybe previously. I am still releasing a video a week, and my intention is to be way more focused after this TEDx talk on trying to give you more value around areas such as how do you get customers excited about what you do, how do you start up a company and engage with your audience, how do you get people you work with excited about the projects and the quest that you have ahead. These are topics that I find super fascinating, super interesting, and hope they'll be coming about more. Okay, that was a big ramble. Have yourself an amazing Easter weekend. If you've got any questions or any topics that you'd like me to cover in my upcoming videos, it would help a ton if you just wrote a comment below this video, and they'll be making videos to answer your questions. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, remember, it's not always easy, but hopefully it's definitely worth it. See you next time. Say hi to the millions of fans on YouTube, Mum.
I don't know, Mark.
Millions. Billions. You didn't give me the keys. Did you give me the keys? Did you? You sure? So, Mum, you're coming to Cardiff next week to see my TEDx talk.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
Can't wait. To support my baby boy. My little boy. Made done good.